I'm not going to tell any of you exactly what it is, but what I will say is, if you look at the suspension there. Good morning, everyone. As you can see by the title of the video, that light keeps turning on and off. That's weird. Anyways, like I said with the title of the video, I'm going to be going over a couple modifications on the truck that I feel like every single truck owner should get. Here she is in all of her glory, still loving the truck. But before I go over those modifications, I need to talk about those. Yeah. So I've kind of had a change of heart about the tow hooks. And it's sad because I've already painted them red. A little bit awkward. Now don't worry, it's not that crazy. So what I'm gonna do is, you can see how bright this red is. I mean, it's like in your face, bright red. And then you can look at the brake calipers and they're a little bit darker. Originally I was thinking, yeah, that's okay. I kind of was going for like the, Wrangler Rubicon tow hooks on the front. But now that I've looked at the brake calipers, I actually like this red better than the red that's on the tow hooks because, I mean, look at it. It's like, it's just too bright. So what I'm going to be doing is the same red that's over on the brake calipers. We're going to be switching over onto the tow hooks. That'll be happening this weekend when I'm doing another modification with the truck. And so, yeah, that's that. And then also in other news, the Ram logo. What color do you think that I should change this to? Because it cannot stay the color that it is now. All the other logos on the truck are blacked out, so I could go that route, or I could go something similar, just a hint. So now that we're out back here, we're gonna go over the first modification, and that is the bedliner. I think that every single truck should get a bedliner. There's two different types of bedliners that you can get. The first type is a spray-in. That's what I'm gonna be getting for this truck. I like that a little bit better, and then you can get the drop-in bedliner. You can get mats, but I don't really consider that a bedliner. The drop-in is kind of like a plastic cover that goes over the bed. Now the reason that I like the spray-in is it's kind of has like, it has this like sticky feel to it, so things don't slide around in the bed, which is what I'm going for. And then on top of that, you're not going to get rust or anything like that, whereas with the drop-in, you have potential for water to get underneath, and if anything rubs with the bedliner, then scrapes off the paint, and then you're going to get rust, which that's why a bedliner is important, is if you're going to be moving things in and out of the bed, sliding things across the bed, you're going to be scratching the paint off, and so you're going to get a ton of rust, which in the long term is going to devalue the truck, but then on top of that, if you ever get it fixed, I mean, that's going to cost a ton of money, so a bedliner is definitely a must-have. You have to get it with every single truck. The second thing is something that I feel like this truck should have came with from the factory because it's an off-road truck, and it actually has it in the front already, and that is a Wheelhouse liner. So you can see in the front, other than the fact that it's dirty, it's all black in here. So you can see the suspension's kind of covered up. They're these Wheelhouse liners, so that kind of just covers everything up. So rocks, debris, all that kind of stuff don't get up into the suspension area, but the rear doesn't have it. It's got like in the front, on the sides, right? But it doesn't have it in the middle. So that's the other thing that I think you should get if your truck doesn't have this, is a Wheelhouse liner, something to cover up this area. It'll look nicer because it'll make the truck look a lot cleaner. Having this like silver poke out just doesn't look good in general. But on top of that, it's going to protect like the suspension. It's going to prevent, like if you have salt or all that stuff in the wintertime from getting into the area right there. And so overall, it's going to increase the longevity of all these components in here, but then it's also just going to make it look a lot cleaner. Yeah, I mean, that's my recommendation. I think that if you're not like wanting to spend a ton of money in modifications, I think that those are two really important modifications. So today we're getting the Wheelhouse liners, and then this video actually won't be until, the finishing part until tomorrow, because that's when we are getting the bed liner. The Wheelhouse liners, I mean, the part is super inexpensive. It's like, I think like a $30, $40 part, something like that. And then most bedliners, most places will do a bedliner for you for $3, $4, maybe even up to $500, depending on the company and the type of bedliner that you do. And so there aren't super expensive modifications in general, and they're definitely worth it for keeping your truck nice over the long term. I love that feature so much. But let's head out now so that we can get the Wheelhouse liners and the bedliner all done. And now she's fully on. Oh, and a quick update. So you can see where the fuel gauge is now. I obviously haven't been driving 300 miles yet, so I think I got the tank filled up at like 140 miles, but I feel like so far the fuel economy in this truck has been so much better than my last Ram. That e-torque is definitely helping with the auto stop start, but just overall the truck just seems to get better fuel economy. Okay, so I promise we're gonna get to the wheel well liners and all that, but I had to show this to you guys while I was over here filming at Chevy. This is one of the ZR1 Corvettes. You can see all the aero stuff that they have. It's pretty crazy. This one's got the smaller wing in the back, as you can see, and I'm wondering if this is that customer's as well, the G-Wagon, but 6.6 spec on this, black on black. If you're the person who bought this, congrats on it, and you picked an awesome spec. Yeah, this thing looks so much better in person than it looked in the pictures. It is just a crazy car, 750 horsepower. I can't even believe it. Well, I guess we are saying goodbye to the ZR1, if it'll even focus on it. But what do you guys think? Should I go for the new C8 Corvette for the Supercar for the channel? Maybe, maybe not. Let me know. So we are just pulling the service centers actually down that area, but we finally made it so that we can get the truck over to get the Wheelhouse liners put in. So just pulling up to the Larry H. Miller Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram here in Sandy, and I feel like I have some road rage lately. I need to just like relax and calm down, but probably not going to film this part. Gonna pop inside, talk to my buddy Jake, and then we're gonna get the Wheelhouse liners going. Now take a good look at this, because this will be the last time that that little area is silver. So it's only taken like all day, but we have the Wheelhouse liners finally put in on the truck, and it transforms the appearance on the back here so much, so none of that ugly silver is showing anymore. And you can see, like I said, the suspension, most of it now is kind of like covered up by this, so like salt, rocks, debris, all that, if it's kicked up by the tire, it's not going to go up in that area anymore, so it's definitely going to protect it. But next thing to do now is the bedliner, so we're going to get that done tomorrow. Still going to be in the same video though, so that's going to happen pretty much instantaneously for you guys. So this is actually the next day, and we just got in this morning. We are getting the bedliner done. Still loving those wheel well liners, but yeah, so that'll take obviously most of the day. So they're actually coming and picking up my truck, and then they're going to take it to the place, get the spray and liner put in, and then they're going to bring it back to me. Super awesome that they're doing that for me, and I wonder what moron used to own that car. Just kidding. It's weird seeing her though. Quick side note, you can see that the stuff on the side of the door was fixed, but obviously, since I'm guessing that they repainted the whole door is my assumption, and so it's hard to tell on the camera, but you can tell a little bit in person that the paint just looks a little bit different, obviously, because brand new paint versus this paint with like 3,000 miles on it. But I mean, looks good. Glad that they fixed that up. We're getting a cold start up here. So yeah, it's actually Discount Liner that is taking my truck out. So like I said, they're super awesome for coming and picking up my truck for me. If you guys do need a bedliner and you live in the state of Utah, definitely check out Discount Liner. Super awesome crew of people, and they actually do a lot of modifications on Razors as well, is what I was told. And so yeah. And there she goes. It's weird seeing my own truck driving off. But the next clip you'll see is when the bedliner's done. So I will see you in a few hours, but for you guys, it'll just be a few seconds. Now, if you're wondering why the tailgate's down, it's because these little things right here, if we put the tailgate up into the bedliner, hasn't fully finished drying, then that'll actually leave an indentation in the bedliner. So leaving the tailgate down so we can fully dry it. So with bedliner, they actually take quite a while to dry. So typically, you know, you're at least 4 hours. This has been drying for about 4 hours, and then you don't want to fold up the tailgate until at least, you know, 7-8 hours roughly, and then you don't want to put anything in the bed for about the first full day, actually sliding stuff into the bed so that the liner, you know, fully dries and cures properly. But yeah, again, a big shout out and thank you to Discount Liner for getting us the bed liner. Like I said, if you do need a bed liner or anything like that, definitely check these guys out. If you do live in the state of Utah, they'll hook you up with that, and it makes the truck look so much better. I mean, now we don't have any silver showing in here, and then we don't have any silver showing there. So we are making way. The next thing that we're doing is going to be on Sunday with the modifications. Now, I'm not going to tell any of you exactly what it is, but what I will say is, if you look at the suspension there, on all like trucks, they kind of like naturally have a nosedive, so we need to fix that. That's all I'm going to say, but you won't know until Sunday. Okay, one last thing. I need your input. So these are kind of like the off-road steps you can get. So this is a Raptor, but they look a little bit different with the Ram, but they're kind of like these flat black ones. They're higher up, but they still make it easier to get in and out of the truck. Should I get these steps or should I get power steps? I want you all to leave that in the comments down below. And yeah, I still haven't decided on that. I really need that help. So please leave that in the comments below if I should get these steps or the other steps and why. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you are stopping in for the first time, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. I'll give you guys an update on the Bedliner once it's fully dried on Sunday when we fix the tow hooks, and then also do that other modification that I kind of mentioned but didn't really mention. But I'll see all of you in that next video.